Welcome everybody to the Odell Show. Placeholder. That is not the name of the show. We're just calling it that for now. I am not a jerk. This is my co-host Jared.
Hi.
Whose name is not in the show. But anyway, welcome to the first episode of the Odell Show. We are a geek blog podcast. If you're listening, thank you on iTunes or SoundCloud. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you. You can see us. We're smiling. We're nice. So as I said earlier, it is a geek podcast. We cover topics mainly video games, comics, manga, movies, all that good stuff. If you have an interest in any of those things, we will touch it at some point and hopefully entertain you. Oh, Jared, you gonna go? Yes,
sure.
You can talk.
I was going to say, we have a lot of topics lined up. Our format is going to be talking about roughly 3 topics per session. However, if you find that there's something you really want us to talk about, go ahead and comment about it, because we'd love to talk about whatever you want us to talk about. That's why we're here.
Exactly. We're going to keep you entertained, as I said earlier. So like, reblog, re-listen, subscribe, all that good stuff. You can find me on Twitter at Odell Harmon Jr. I don't know where the graphic is. It's there. Magic. And you can find me on Facebook. My name is Odell Harmon Jr. And on Instagram, SoundCloud, other things, or under the Odell Show.
You can find me at ToonVelo on Twitter. I really don't have many other handles.
Spell that, Jared, because I don't know how to spell that.
It is TOONVAILO.
And then for you watching, of course, y'all can see that. So anyway, let's jump right into it. Our first topic of today is Pokemon. Surprise, surprise. If you follow me or read any of my articles on anything, you will know I am a big Pokemon fan. And so what better topic to start with than Pokemon itself? As everyone knows, Pokemon is getting ready to come out with its first console game on the Switch. Hopefully it's going to be announced at E3. I'm really excited about that. But in preparation that, me and Jared were talking about Sun and Moon and the things we liked and didn't like. Mainly the Alolan forms, which Jared thinks they should have went more with it. I actually think it was okay. I wasn't the biggest fan of them, but I think it was just the right amount.
Yes, I personally did like the Alolan forms, but I was disappointed that they were limited to the Kanto region. And I get it's a nice callback to everyone's favorite region. But there are a lot of Pokemon, I think, throughout all the generations that could have gotten more love or could have been redeemed by an Alolan form. So, we're going to talk about alternative Alolan forms that we think they could have had.
Yes, so if you played the game, you already know they were all Kanto like Jared said. Some of them were cool, like Alolan Ninetales, Alolan Cubone. Some of them were not so cool. Alolan
Raticate,
Executor, that I get it, tropical region, it's a palm tree, but it's like 20 feet tall and awkward.
Now, I will interject there. If you read the original Gen 1 Pokédex for Executor and Execute, it says that it comes from a faraway region. So, arguably, Alolan Execute isn't really Alolan Execute, but the Execute we know is actually Kanto Execute.
Well, I mean, does that make it not an Alolan form then? It's just Execute?
No, I mean, that's just...
Executor?
It's like Salazzle is just Salazzle. It's not Alolan Salazzle.
Yeah, so can it even be part of this discussion then?
Salazzle or Alolan?
No, Executor. No, see, it can't be Alolan. It's just regular Executor. That's my point.
Yes, I'm agreeing.
Okay. Alright, moving on. So, again, I was saying that we like some forms like the Alolan Ninetales, Alolan Marowak. So, but this is about things should have been Alolan. I personally would have liked an Alolan Typhlosion because it is the eruption Pokemon. We're in Alola with the volcanoes, lots of eruptions and all that good stuff. And Typhlosion is the only fire starter that got 0 love. 0 love. Blaziken has a mega form. Charizard has a mega form. Any Infernape. Ooh.
Careful. Phrasing.
Infernape, is a good viable Pokemon. Some people use Emboar because they're stupid, but I mean, I guess they like him. But Typhlosion literally has no love. He's an eruption Pokemon. Things erupt in Alola. It would have been perfect. As far as typing, maybe Fire Ground. It makes sense, but we already have Fire Ground Pokemon. They're all trash, so I don't know.
It doesn't need to be in a unique typing necessarily.
I mean, you can't be a Alolan version form that's the same type. I mean,
no, but it doesn't need to be a unique, never before seen typing.
But we have seen Fire Ground.
Yeah, but you said it could be Fire Ground, but you don't know. We've already had those.
Oh, yeah. I guess you're right. I mean, what unique typing? We already did the Fire Ghost. We already have a Fire Steel. No, that's one you. All right, I'm just gonna pass the mic to Jared.
Okay.
There is no mic, but if you're watching, so figurative mic. There you go, Jared.
Thank you. Okay, so I have a few. I'll start with Alolan Chandelure. It has bothered. Now, speaking of unique typings, it has always bothered me that we've never had a Fire Grass typing. And since we're in Alola, we could go with a very tropical Tiki Torch theme here. So a Fire Grass Pokemon, but with a unique sort of curse body to call back to Ghost motif.
Oh, I mean, Curse Body is already an ability in the game, so...
Exactly.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
I don't want to try and game break and come up with some OP new ability. Like, I think it's nice that these abilities can be shuffled about.
Alright. That's cool. So, Jared actually, before the show, he told me that Eevee needs an Alolan form. I don't think it's the greatest idea. I'm against it, I won't lie, but I'll let him explain it to you, and you can chew on that.
No, first gen without an evolution, it feels so wrong. We need a Alolan evolution. We need an Alolan, and stay with me here. It needs to be this would be a perfect condition. Odell, for those of you who can't see, Odell is shaking his head at me in mild disgrace. Mild.
I wouldn't say disgrace is a harsh word.
Disapproving.
There we go.
This can be the normal type evolution. And I'm just going to stick with calling it Alolan, and I hope it catches on. Hashtag Alolan. Okay, we had objections from Odell. Go and say your objections, and I have rebuttals.
Alright, my first objection. So, an Alolan Eevee that evolves into another Alolan Pokemon, which I guess that's the model, so that's not too far-fetched. But, so, if we're going to make an Alolan version of Pokemon, why make it a normal type? I get it, but that doesn't tie into the island motif. Oh, all of them tie into the island motif in some way, even the ice Pokemon. Alright, I'm ready.
Okay. I'll go and start with the rebuttal here. So we've actually been to Hawaii, both of us, on the same trip. How many people did we meet there who said they found out who they were there? Like, they went to visit literally on vacation or as students, and they were like, you know what? We're just going to be here, and we're just going to love being here and being ourselves. So why not just have an Eevee who loves being Eevee? It's just going to keep being a normal type.
Oh, that's respectable, and, stay true to yourself. All that good stuff, but
we've already had we've already had fire and grass evolutions. So, I mean, I guess you could go for an odd type like steel or ghost. Those would be very unique.
Well, yeah, we did the Alolan forms of steel and ghost type, so that would make sense. But I don't like the unique, so it has to evolve in Alola, and we already talked about this for other gen games. Well, you can't go back to Alola unless you can in the next one. Then I'm on board. Okay, there we go. If you can travel back to Alola and all the other regions of the game, I will kind of be okay with Alolan.
But also, so I think we've had evolution items before. I think it'd be great for that useless little trinket, the junk souvenir thing, that summons up memories of a distant tropical island, and you can give that to a breeding Pokemon to induce Alolan forms.
Okay, that makes sense. It's a strange souvenir. You could buy it in the game, you find them, and it literally serves no purpose. Don't know why it's there, so that would make sense. Another thing, I just don't think normal evolution form Alolan would look cool. You can get the description of the browner Eevee.
Yeah, so I will try and come up with a graphic for this, and theoretically we will show it here.
For those who are watching.
But, right, you're in Alola, you're, on the beach, you're getting tan, so it goes from that sandy brown to a nice dark glow to it. I think it would work out perfectly.
I mean, it could be. I can't visualize it. Please, you can tell us if you think Alolan's gonna catch on, hashtag Alolan, or what other form Pokemon, doesn't matter what generation, could use an Alolan form, and we can go from there. I mean, if it's cool, maybe in episode 2 or 3 or never. I will talk about that. But that is it for the first topic. Topic 2, which if you read the description, you would already know what the topics are. For those people wondering why did I say them at the beginning, read. It's a valuable skill. Reading and watching takes no skill, but reading does. And literacy is down in America. Or if you're not in America, maybe your country. And if your country's good, then I'm sorry I insinuated that your country couldn't read.
I mean, but if they're in a different country, they've already probably mastered more than one language. So they're far ahead of, again, any American.
Yes. Hand a clap to you. So, I just had to look it up, but Avengers Infinity War is coming out April 23rd. Which means by the time you watch or hear this, it has came out, but as of right now, it has not. And we did not watch an advanced screening. Even if we did, we couldn't talk about it because they'll be like spoilerific. I ain't trying to do that. But Jared hates the Avengers movies. He thinks the whole concept is stupid. He is the 1% on that.
Yeah.
Don't know why. See, he thinks they're too busy, but they're actually well-made films. Age of Ultron sucked. I will stand by that. But all of them others are gold. And Jared, why are you such a hater on Infinity Wars?
I won't necessarily. Okay, I will prejudge it. I guess I can't say I won't be prejudging it. But I saw somewhere there's going to be like 65 heroes in this film.
65?
65 different Marvel heroes.
That seems a little excessive.
Well, okay, Guardians has 5, like, from Captain America has 5, like, the entire cast of Black Panther is like 12.
Okay, like, including, like, there's like, there's not like, it's just like they're part of the army, but it's not like, so, there's Black Panther, M'Baku, Shuri,
yeah,
like
I say Black Panther.
Yeah, it's T'Challa and Black. He splits himself in the movie. Oh, if he does that, I swear, no, the movie already came out. But no, so whatever. It's already spoiled. Don't hurt me, Marvel. I had no idea.
No, but okay, like, but who's gonna be the main character? Is it just gonna be? Is it just gonna be like? We're watching Thanos as like hundreds of people come and he just like bats them away.
I mean, they're all the main character. Boom. They're just, you know, the Avengers is the main character.
I was already not thrilled with Captain America Civil War.
He didn't finish it.
It was.
You didn't even get to the fight scene.
It was boring.
He didn't get to the part.
It was, and for those of you watching, this is a special treat. It was about 40 minutes of Tony Stark doing this. Oh, why can't we do that? Come on, Steve. Come on. No actual dialogue, no actual plot, just
that was
random hostility between Steve and Iron Man for some reason.
That was the first 10 minutes of the movie.
First 40 minutes of the movie.
No. Okay, like, you had the intro scene where stuff happened and, you know, Tony was all distraught for those. Okay, they accidentally killed some people in the mission because if you haven't seen the movie by now, like, I don't know what to tell you. And, you know, he had suffered from, you know, the guilt of surviving and not saving people. And so he got depressed, and him and Steve Rogers, Captain America, had that. And he pouted for like maybe 10 minutes during that scene, and that was it.
Okay, 2 things. One is, okay, maybe it was only 10 minutes because then the next 30 was Steve doing something, running back in to find that Tony had already made sweeping changes without his permission. The second is, like you said, like, if you hadn't seen the movies, it's too late. So, has everybody watched all, like, how many installments are there of the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
I think there's at least 20.
Oh my gosh. That's so many just to be able to watch another movie.
But it's been so many over, you know, a decade or so. So
yeah, but
so, like with anything, like if I wanted to read all the Lord of the Rings novels, like
3.
Oh, is there 3?
There's only the 3 books.
What about the Destination of Smog and all that?
That's one book, and The Hobbit. They stretched one book into 5 movies.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Next time.
I'm 90% certain about that. We'll fact check afterwards, or you'll yell at me in the comments if I'm wrong.
I mean, we have the PC here.
We have the PC here, so let's...
But this is about Infinity War.
Infinity War.
And you should be excited. And next time we'll talk about it because we probably watched it. Jared should probably... He didn't get to the fight scene at the airport. Like, at least get to that. Or just fast forward to that.
Okay, I'll log it back onto Netflix and just quickly watch the fight scene. This movie has got to have like zero plot in it, and it's probably just going to be a 45-minute long fight scene with...
That would be amazing.
It's going to be 45 minutes of a fight scene, and 45 minutes people going like, oh, I'm Spider-Man. Oh, hi, I'm Benedict Cumberbatch. And Spider-Man will be like, oh, we're using our fake names.
Who's Benedict Cumberbatch?
Doctor Strange.
I thought his name was actually Doctor Strange.
No, oh, Benedict Cumberbatch is the actor.
Oh!
I know, it sounds like a made-up name.
Clearly.
Joke.
That was nice.
Thank you.
Alright.
He'll be like, and then of course all the obligatory, hi, I'm Chris. Hi, I'm Chris. Hi, I'm Chris.
Oh, because they're all
Chris.
Randomly. That should be a joke.
Yeah. So, I just feel like the movie, I mean, I'm sure it will be cinematically beautiful. I'm sure there'll be a fun rock soundtrack. You know, probably, definitely from Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know, some 80s rock song. You're making a face.
Oh no, I just remember, I just got a notification that said, Avengers Infinity War, in theaters, April 23rd, 2018. And then the Marvel thing scrolls down at the bottom because we're sponsored by them. We're not, but I mean, if we were, that'd be kind of cool.
That'd be fun.
We have better production. We have like TVs in the back and stuff. You know, donate, give me free money at my crowdfunding website at www.giveodellmoney.com for podcast equipment /money.
Please.
I don't have a Patreon, so don't go to that. They'll probably like blow up your computer or something. Is it Patreon?
I pronounce it Patreon.
I want to say Patreon because
backtracking. The new Alolan Eevee's name will be Patreon. The money Pokemon. Yes.
Wait. You know what? In case I do create a Patreon later, don't give me money. I don't need it. You know what? We like to build ourselves up. Plus us up from the bootstraps. No, of course give me money. What's wrong with you?
I was gonna say, did you know the pull yourself up by your bootstraps was actually initially meant to describe an impossible task?
Oh, that's... Oh.
The longer phrase is something like, oh, just pull yourself over this fence by your bootstraps.
Oh, so when people say it, like, you know, the Porsche, it's an ooh. You heard it here first, guys. We're...
Many phrases that don't mean originally what you thought they meant. The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Blood is thicker than water. Friendships are worth more than relative relation.
Knowledge, people. We're dropping it. We are dropping... Oh, the more you know?
The more you know.
Hey, if you're watching this, we're going to put the little star that says the more you know. Wait for it. If it didn't happen, that means we tried and we failed horribly.
Then our editor doesn't like us.
Like, if you saw me scanning my eyes, that was me looking at the star, but it probably... Did it happen? I don't even know. Let's just pretend it did. So, moving on to the next topic. This is for you manga fans out there, or manga.
Or anime fans.
Exactly. Well, the anime fans have been disappointed for a really long time. That's the case.
This is true. And also, huge spoilers for the anime fans.
Yes, huge spoilers for the anime fans. Minor spoilers for the manga fans. Not really. So, Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is a great anime. A even greater manga. Which, in case you just watched the anime, it kept going. Like, it did not end there.
A lot. It kept going a lot.
Yeah, and the story is amazing. But, what is his name again?
I'm putting my hand up, so it sounds like I can fill this in later with audio of his name.
Okay. Say something, Jared.
Keep going. So, talking about Hunter x Hunter in general, I'd like to specify that we are saying it correctly. It's Hunter x Hunter, not Hunter x Hunter. All the X's are aesthetic markers in the title. It is not X. Pronounce that X this way, X. Personal pet peeve of mine. What I will say about the future arc that we're about to discuss is that I think this is really where it's hit its stride. We've had several arcs. We had the Hunter test. We had the Yorkshire City test. We had the Greed Island arc. We had the Chimera Ant arc. And finally, I'd say we're actually really hitting our stride here because of a remark that's made at the end of the Chimeric Ant arc, start of this arc is, come on, you are a hunter, right? So now this marks the entire new series of mind games and hunting games where people are jockeying each other into position in this complex, like 13-party, three-dimensional chess that surely you can trap and target your prey while escaping your pursuers.
What Jared said. So, Hunter x Hunter is written by Toshiro Yagashi. Completely forgot that earlier. This is episode 1. We're allowed to make mistakes. And we're allowed to make mistakes on episode 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and so on and so forth because we're people.
We're human.
And we get better every day. Like the hunters.
Yes.
Full circle. So, like Jared was saying, they're playing like 4-dimensional chess now in the series, and it's amazing because hunters, it's been more like they've just been fighting and having battles, but now we really get to see what a hunter truly is. There's a hunter and there's prey, and sometimes the prey can become the hunted and the hunted become the prey, so on and so forth. I probably said that wrong, but that's okay.
Either way.
So the main players now is, please say his name,
Kurapika.
Kurapika took center stage, and he's pretty much the main protagonist at this point. Gon and Killua have been gone for eons, what it feels like.
Who are they? I don't know who they are.
The series is actually better for it because we get to see, like Jared said, the mind games. There has been literally maybe no fights since the new arc started. So if you finish the anime, and you should probably read the manga, which you should, you will know what we're talking about. They're going to the Dark Continent. They're on a boat that they're probably going to be on until the end of time because sadly Togashi is very sick, and the series just went on hiatus, which there's a joke called, the show should be called Hiatus because he goes on it frequently because he's in poor health. Please get better soon. Please. But we're talking about this because it just went on hiatus, so I'm sad, and there's nothing we can do about it. And it went on probably the worst point ever because there was this 4D chess game going on of people hunters hunting hunters, criminals hunting criminals, criminals hunting hunters, hunters hunting criminals. Yeah, please share.
I was just going to say, we should probably just list out the parties. There is the Hunter organization. There are the princes of an exotic country. We don't know. I don't want to get too much into that. There are the spiders. There is...
the spiders is a group of assassins. There's 13 of them approximately. Some are dead now, but let's just say 13.
Right. There is Chairman Nidorou's son, Beyond Nidorou, who is out for himself, and I'll count him differently than the Hunter organization.
Yes. There's the privately hired hunters, hired to guard some of the princes, which have their own motive of protecting their prince of choice.
There are the mobsters, and there are innocent bystanders.
Cannon fodder?
Cannon fodder!
There's a lot of innocent dead people.
Yes, there are a lot of dead people.
So if you have not kept up with Hunter x Hunter, I highly suggest you recommend it. If you have finished the anime, now is a great time to start the manga because it is on hiatus. Probably the last hiatus lasted almost 2 to 3 years, so get it while you can.
Mm-hmm, definitely. So the main quest, so I listed those different sides, and even though they're different sides, they're not all with each other. Some hunters are with the mobsters, some spiders are with the mobsters, some princes are with hired help. And it's this huge roundabout battle royale that hasn't even begun, yet has.
Yes. So, in subsequent episodes, we will probably talk about manga in greater detail, like what you should be reading, what recently happened in manga. Sidebar, One Piece just finished its recent arc when they were in Big Mom's territory. It was amazing. I have thoughts. It was amazing. Thoughts will probably come next week because I would probably just waste too much time talking about how amazing One Piece is. But once again, Luffy and the Straw Hat Pirates prevail. Essentially, some lives were lost, sadly. Moment of silence. But yeah, so, quick manga recommendations. So, if you don't read manga, which you should, because we will talk about it frequently on this show, Hunter x Hunter is a great one to get into. But if you want something beginner and easy, we have things like One Punch Man, which is just really fun action. We have things like My Hero Academia, which you can watch the anime, catch up, and read the manga. It's lighthearted fun, it's superheroes, but it does the trope well. It approaches it from very realistic angles. And, let's see. That's probably it for, like, beginner manga. Black Clover's cool. If you like Naruto and Bleach and that stuff, you'll like that.
Say, speaking of Bleach, I asked you a little bit earlier in the day, but your thoughts to the live-action Bleach movie?
It will be trash, because Bleach is a great show, but the writing and storytelling was often trash. The longer the series went on, it was good, good, bad, good, good, bad, then just a whole bunch of bad. And the amount of CGI that's going to be involved in a live-action Bleach movie that's going straight to Netflix, I assume?
I'm actually not sure about that.
Okay.
I've only seen trailers on Facebook, and just kind of shook my head.
Well, since Netflix has already sponsored, Erased,
Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist, Death Note, and whatever.
To be fair, though, Erased and Full Metal Alchemist were at least Japanese production.
Okay, yeah, they were watchable. Erased wasn't as good as the anime, but, I mean, it made a valiant effort.
But is it ever?
Yeah, Death Note was just trash. It was. Oh, but live action Bleach, it's probably going to be trash just because it's going to involve a high level of CGI. Like, high.
Well, I mean, I'm not disagreeing with the point, but
it's going to have like a Netflix budget.
It's going to have a cheap
I don't know if
budget.
it's on Netflix, but it's going to have a Netflix-esque budget, meaning...
Right, CGI does save a lot of money. Fewer sets, fewer makeup.
But the CGI has to be good, and it's not going to be... How good can it be? Because, like I said, like a lot. Like, I feel like 80% of what's on screen is going to be CGI. Okay, the hollows have to be CGI. The Shimigami mode. Unless you're going to be like bad cosplayer Ichigo and horrible CGI Getsuga Tensho. Yeah, that's what we're going to get. We're going to get bad cosplayer Ichigo and just bad CGI attacks, and I don't know. It's just going to be bad.
I was impressed at times with the Full Metal Alchemist CGI. I'm not sure how much of Al was CGI. I was impressed with him constantly. I was impressed with some of the alchemy. But I'll wait. I'll assume it's passable. Mildly passable.
Yeah. I don't know. Let us know what you think. You can find a link to the trailers for Bleach in the description below. In case I forgot to put it, then you got Google. I mean, if you're listening to this, you can't watch it anyway. If you're watching this, you're already on YouTube. I mean, just
click.
New tab.
Yeah.
Control T. Do not close your current tab. At this point, you've been here long enough to count as a view, so screw it. I don't care. Close out. Bye. Be gone. Go watch that. I mean, I already got your views.
No. We're going to have future podcasts, and we want them to click the next video in the series. Don't go watch other things. Watch the next video.
I mean, at this point, it's just family and friends anyway. You're gonna watch the next one just because, you know, you like me. So, screw it. Who's here for the first episode?
Or you fear me.
or you fear us. We're omnipotent. Grant your wishes. So anyway, thank you. You've made it to the end of the first episode of the Odell Show. Yes, I threw my hands in the air like I just don't care. Do it, Jared. Yeah, there we go. Alright.
Hands up in the air sometime, saying
Ayo,
Galileo.
Oh, God. Oh.
I know.
In lack of melanin people. That is Jared.
It's true.
So, anyway, thank you again for watching the Odell Show. What did you say? What we should say after that? I didn't say. So I'm asking you now.
Like and subscribe?
No, like intern title?
Interim title?
Interim title? Is that
placeholder?
Placeholder. There we go. Thank you for watching or listening or both to the Odell Show. Placeholder title, because we might call it something different.
Every time, no.
Not every, maybe. Maybe, hey, if you have a show title idea, you can comment below about that, or I don't know, reach out to me on social media at Odell Harmon Jr. on Twitter.
Tiebacks.
Yeah.
So, full circle.
Full circle.
So,
you should call the show Full Circle.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for listening to Full Circle. Oh! The show is now called Full Circle.
Perfect.
And that ties back into Full Circle when we didn't know what the title was at the beginning of... We're meta. Anyway, where can they follow you, Jared?
Toon Velo.
And Business Pikachu has fell over for those watching at home, which means it is time to go.
Business is done. It's concluded.
And yes, we have laid him to rest. For those who, if you were watching, which you should next time, if you're just listening, Business Pikachu has been laid to rest. He has fell over. So thank you. Good night. Please like and subscribe. iTunes, SoundCloud, YouTube. Until next time, I'm Odell Harmon Jr.
I'm Jared.
Oh, just. I said like my name.
Okay.
You just
Jared Fradette.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Google him. Stalk him.
Oh, don't.
Jared has a stalker.
I do.
He does.
It's awful.
It is awful. Maybe we'll talk about that next time. But
next time, stalkers and you.
Good night, everybody. Until next time.
Night.